Hello and welcome back to iRacing for the first time in a month. I finally got around to renewing my membership this week after a 4-week layoff where I've mostly been spending my time in race room. But this week the combination of the BMW M4 GT4 and Spa, this was a track and a car that I bought at the start of the season. That was all it took for me to finally part with some cash and sign up again. So let's give it a go. I found it a little bit frustrating at the end of my first stint on iRacing, so I'm hoping to get on a bit better here. Now I've had some time away, see if I can start enjoying it again. And yeah, here we are, just having qualified in 3rd position in this BMW 12.0 challenge race. It sounds really good, but actually only 5 drivers bothered to do qualifying times. The rest all just sat out qualifying. So how competitive we'll be, I don't know, but let's get to the action and see how we do. We've actually got away really well. We're in a clear 2nd place, so that's the best start I've had in a long time. Oh, and I might have thrown it into the corner a bit hard. Cold tyres. Thrown that away completely already. Given away a bunch of positions. Man, well, I got no one to blame there but myself. That was careless. And I'm going to lose another position here. I didn't want to bat with that. I'm all out of shape. I was an off track already. What a complete mess those first few corners were. Absolute mess. Getting hammered down the straight as well. That's 2 more positions gone. Oh. Oh, and again. What am I doing? These cold tyres. Honestly, I wasn't having these problems in practice. Way more grip than that. But well, if ever there was an example of how to completely ruin a race from a promising start in the space of a few corners, that was it. That was disastrous. I've got no idea what position we're in now, but it's going to be an uphill struggle. I'd say we're well out of the top 10. Right, let's take it easy, get these tyres up to temp. Don't want any more slips and slides. Taking a wide line in front there. You don't have to go very wide at all here to pick up an off track on a 1X. Just drifting off the line. Oh, I got a bit close. I clipped him and he's lost it in the rear view. Oh, this race is just getting worse. Oh, Garrett, I'm sorry. I didn't realise I got as close as I did. And I just couldn't stop in time. Oh. Yeah, there was a decent gap between us there, but then all of a sudden, I was right behind him and clipped him. I don't know if he lost a bit of momentum, whether he broke earlier. Looking at it from above. Yeah, he did break early and also missed the apex, which is what made the gap disappear. But yeah, a regrettable incident there. Feel bad about that. Anyway, back to the race. So we survived all of that in 10th place, which was better than I thought it was going to be. After all that went on. Oh, and there's another incident. That's 2 cars off. Is he going to rejoin? No, I've got around him, but he is going to rejoin, so I'm going to hold it tight. got a fairly decent line. If I can keep alongside him, he's not going to get around me on the outside. If I can make this stick.
Still there. Clear on the left.
Yeah, done that. So we've gained a couple of positions there. That should put us up to 8th. And a bit of space on the track now, thankfully. Yeah, let's go back, take a look at the replay and see what happened there a few corners ago. Oh, it was a big move by Peter up the inside. Is that what started it? It looks like he's done enough there, but no. Jake trying to cut back on the racing line. Peter was already there, and there was no room for both cars. This is it from the overhead, and yeah, it looks like Peter making the move on the inside. Definitely got enough of it done there, but Jake just didn't want to give up that racing line. And it cost both of them. We'll stick with this replay because this is where I joined right alongside Peter, and I managed to ram it up the inside and hold that tight line to make the pass. Nice and clean. I was happy with that one. Still getting a bit out of shape through there. I think we are gaining slowly on Ethan in front. Yeah, we definitely are now. We took those two corners a lot faster. And him in front, he's running a bit wide there. So yeah, I think we'll be on him shortly. So we might get a chance at 7th. Peter behind is having a look just as I run a bit wide. I missed the apex. Peter had a sniff, but thankfully he didn't go for the move. But yeah, Peter's obviously recovered from that incident last lap. So I've got one eye on 7th place in front of me, but I've got to keep the other eye on what's going on behind me. Because yeah, Peter is looking like he wants to make a charge, and Jake's with him too. So both cars that were involved in that incident, the previous lap, are coming back towards me. Alright, gotta concentrate. Oh, Peter's making the move. I wasn't expecting him to there, so I'm gonna have to yield the space. That caught me a bit by surprise. I was concentrating on what was going on ahead of me. Oh, he's going for another move. Went in very deep. I've got to be careful not to clip him. It's okay. We've got through it. And whoa, what? What on earth? What on earth happened then? I mean, again, I wasn't concentrating on my rear view, but that seemed to come out of nowhere. And it's given me instant points as well. I'm going to have to take a look at the replay of that in a minute, but we've got our hands full with Yifan at the moment. I have to forget about that incident for the minute. Might have the draft to get alongside up the inside here. Let's give it a go. Have we got enough room? Nope, we've run out of straight. So I'll ease off there. But we've let him know that we're looking. Just going to put a bit of pressure on him. Might make a mistake. Oh, he has made a mistake. He's gone way wide. Is there room for us to sneak up the inside? I haven't got the inside for this turn, but I've got the position back. That's good. And already we've got a second over Youth, and I don't know what happened to him there, but yeah, we got that position back nice and clean. That was good. Okay, let's go and see if we can get to the bottom of what happened on the start-finish straight, because that was bizarre. I'm looking behind me. It was Jake's car, wasn't it? The blue one, and he's there just as Peter makes the pass on me. And oh, there's some sparks, and he's gone. He has disappeared, so obviously he's having some connection issues. His signal's completely dropped. Look, there's no sign of him. No wonder I didn't see anything in my rear view. No sign of him at all. Still no sign of him. And he must have just reappeared at the worst possible time for me. Right there. Right there. How frustrating is that? Absolutely nothing I could do about that. And I get 4 incident points for the pleasure of it as well. How annoying. Let's look at it here, look. Completely clear. Wham! Appears out of nowhere, got nowhere to go, and I get the incident points for it. And that's why I get so frustrated with this game sometimes. Okay, well, we've just been shown the white flag, so we are on the last lap. And we're in 8th place. I don't think we're close enough to do anything about it. Peter's just pulled away from me. It does look like Peter is now battling with Alfie in front of me for 6th place, and they're really close together, so I think my only hope is for those two to have a bit of a coming together. That'll be the only way I can get back in amongst them. We are closing on them. Again, it's still 2.9 seconds. So a bit too much of an ask in one lap, but yeah, if we had 1 or 2 more laps in the race, we'd probably be back with them. Oh, I still can't believe that incident on the start-finish straight, you know. Getting penalty points for that, it's just... I know it's one of those things. It's no one's fault. It's not iRacing's fault. It's not my fault. It's not even Jake's fault if his Wi-Fi cut out or whatever, but it's just, it always seems to happen. You know, I try really hard to work on my safety rating. And okay, I've been a bit sloppy and run off track a couple of times and picked up 1Xs, but you know, I try really hard not to cause contact, and I know I did it on the first lap as well, so that's another frustrating thing because I shouldn't have got that close. But I'll have to check the replay again, but I think it was a 0x. I think it was that minimal contact. It didn't even give me an incident point, so yeah, okay. We'll learn from it and move on. As I sit here moaning about picking up incident points, I just can make a complete mess of that last turn and add 1 more to my tally. So there we are, 8th place, and yeah, after such a promising start, it all sort of went downhill from the first corner onwards, really. So yeah, not the most successful race, but we'll take it and we'll move on and we'll try again. Let's have a look at the replay, and this was the promising start. Look, I had 2nd place all sewn up, no one making a move on me, I wasn't under any pressure, and still I lose the rear. And yeah, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places surrendered. This was a few corners further on in the first lap. There's a lot of bumping going on. Oh, and another big one, that was a receipt. And oh no, yeah, this is me and Garrett. Me clipping the rear end again and sending Garrett into his spin. Same part of the track. Whoa! Whoa! That is one total BMW. Oh, and a couple more bumps. It looks like Jake, the Phantom car, getting a little knock, a little tap. Oh yeah, and this is the incident in front of me. Jake again involved. Although not blinking quite yet. Jake again. Oh yeah, and there's his disappearing act. So I'm guessing he'll reappear at some point right in front of me. Yes, right there. Oh, doesn't get any better the more times you look at it. Certainly in the wrong place at the wrong time. But having said that, I can go back to that first corner, that careless mistake on the very first corner. If I hadn't have done that, if I'd have got around that corner safely, I would have been in second place. I'd have been well ahead of that group, and I wouldn't have got involved in any of those shenanigans. So yeah, I've only got myself to blame really. But okay, we're back in iRacing. As you can see, despite my very best efforts, I've dropped both I rating and safety rating. Admittedly only marginally dropping in both of them, so no real damage done, and yeah, we'll regroup and give it a go again. Cheers.